you have tried to swat a fly before. You moved fast. You were sure this time you would catch it. But somehow it was already gone. Here is the strange part. To that fly, you looked like you were moving in slow motion. Not because you were moving slowly, because the fly sees the world very differently. But that's only the beginning. By the end of this video, you'll also discover how a fly can notice you, even when you're sneaking up behind it, and why it doesn't simply fall out of the sky when it starts to rain. Let's find out. First, let's talk about those eyes. Your eyes have one lens each. One lens, one picture. That is how you see the world. A fly's eyes are completely different. Each eye is made of hundreds of tiny lenses. Each tiny lens looks at a slightly different part of the world. Like hundreds of tiny cameras, all working together at the same time. That gives the fly an amazing view of almost everything around it. Above, below, in front, even beside it. Almost all at once. But here is the really amazing part. It is not just what a fly can see. It is how quickly its eyes can notice change. Scientists measure this by seeing how many separate images an animal can detect every second. For people, it is around 60. For many flies, it is around 250. More than 4 times faster. Think about what that means. When you try to swat a fly, your hand feels fast to you. But to the fly, your hand looks much slower. Almost like watching a video in a slow motion. The fly has more time to notice your hand, more time to decide, and more time to fly away. But seeing your hand is only the first step. The fly still has to escape, and what happens next is unbelievably fast. The moment a fly notices danger, it does not just fly away. First, it instantly figures out where the danger is coming from. Then, it shifts its tiny legs, ready to push in the safest direction. Only then does it take off. All of that happens before you can blink. By the time your hand reaches the place where the fly was, it is already gone. But there is another secret. Look closely at a fly. Behind its wings are 2 tiny little knobs. They are called halters. They move back and forth every time the fly flies. If the fly starts to tilt, spin, or roll, the halters notice it instantly. They send messages to the wings, helping the fly stay balanced even during sharp turns, almost like a tiny built-in balance sensor. And here is the most surprising part. A fly does not always need to see your hand. Tiny hairs cover almost its entire body. Those hairs can feel the tiniest movement in the air. So when you swing, your hand pushes air before it reaches the fly. The fly feels that moving air before your hand ever touches it. Sometimes the fly already knows you are coming before it even sees you. Now, there is one more thing about flies that seems almost impossible. Rain, a single raindrop, can be much bigger and much heavier than a tiny fly. So, why doesn't it knock the fly out of the sky? Scientists at Georgia Tech wanted to know too. So they filmed flies with high-speed cameras. What they discovered surprised everyone. When a raindrop hits a fly, the fly does not try to stop it. The raindrop is simply too big. Instead, the fly gets pushed along with the raindrop for the tiniest moment. Then it breaks free and keeps flying. Imagine jumping onto a moving skateboard. Instead of the skateboard slamming into you, you move together so it doesn't hit you as hard. The fly does almost the same thing. And there is another clever trick. A fly's body is covered with a special waxy coating. That coating helps water roll right off. So even after being hit, the fly does not stay covered in water. It quickly shakes away the tiny droplets and flies off again. The same tiny insect that is almost impossible to swat is also surprisingly difficult for the rain to bring down. Not because it is stronger, but because it is so small. Sometimes the smallest animals have the biggest advantages. So now you know the secret. The fly you tried to swat was using millions of years of evolution. Eyes that notice movement much faster than yours. Tiny legs, already preparing to jump before the fly even takes off. Tiny balance sensors, helping it turn, twist, and stay in control. Tiny hairs that can even feel the air moving before your hand arrives. And a body so incredibly small that even a falling raindrop usually cannot bring it down. So, you are not bad at swatting flies. You are trying to catch one of nature's best survivors, built one tiny improvement at a time over millions of years. Quick question. How quickly can a fly's eyes detect changes? About the same as a human. Around 60 per second. B, around 250 per second. C, around 1,000 per second. 3 seconds. The answer is B, around 250 changes every second. That is more than 4 times faster than you. Which is why, when you try to swat a fly, your hand looks almost like it is moving in slow motion. So, now you know why. A fly is not hard to swat because it is lucky. It is hard to swat because it has millions of years of practice. It notices danger almost the instant it begins. Its tiny body is built to react in the blink of an eye. And before your hand arrives, the fly is already gone. The next time you miss a fly, remember this. To you, your hand moved fast. To the fly, you were moving, almost in slow motion. That tiny fly was simply doing what nature has been teaching it for millions of years to survive. So now you know something most people never think about. The next time a fly escapes your swat, you are not slow. You are simply living at a completely different speed from the fly. Two different creatures experiencing the very same moment in completely different ways. One sees the world, one frame at a time. The other, it sees it more than 4 times faster. That tiny difference changes everything. Here is your question for today. Now that you know how flies escape, do you think you could ever catch one? Yes or no? Tell me your strategy in the comments. I read every single one. And next week, we're going to solve another mystery. A tiny insect lands on your skin. It pushes 6 microscopic needles into your body. It drinks your blood. And somehow, you usually do not feel it until it is already gone. How is that possible? Subscribe so you do not miss it. See you in the next discovery. Bye.
Curious kids,